it's Jennifer from heysealemon. So this is kind of a different kind of video that I haven't put on my channel before. This week I really want to focus on completing the design of my doodle book, my 1 year doodle challenge book. In case you're not familiar with this, I am making a 1 year doodle challenge book that is similar to my doodle challenges, but this one has every month of the year. In the beginning of the year, I put this on my Patreon for people to support it, and their reward for supporting it is that they will be the first to get a copy and they get their names included in one of the pages in the doodle book. I did post a video telling you guys that July 1st was the deadline for supporting this book, so you can't support it any longer, but you will be able to purchase it sometime in the future. But for now, I am trying to get it finalized so I can send it to print and send the patrons their copy of the book because they are the first in line to get a copy. And then I will figure out where to sell it and make it available for all of you, and of course, notify you guys where you can buy it. But for now, this week, I really want to focus on getting it done, and it's hard to do that when I have other videos to work on. So this is going to be like a studio vlog, just so I can take this time and you guys get a video as well. I will return to my regularly scheduled type of video after this week. This isn't going to be a constant thing unless you guys like this, and if not, that's totally cool too. I understand that might not be what you're here for. I personally like watching artists' studio videos. I've been watching a few so far. I'll link those down below in case you want to check them out. I kind of like watching artists behind the scenes of what they do in their own studio. I've learned some things from them. Maybe you'll learn some things from my studio vlog. All right, I got work to do. Let's do it. Welcome to the not so fun to look at area of my office, the corner where the desk is. But this is the ideal place for editing because it's kind of dark over here. I'm working on finishing the back cover of the doodle book, and the overall design of the covers is kind of like cloudy with a chance of doodles because there's a lot of clouds and it's just raining doodles. I kept the book just black and white printing because it's more inexpensive to print and you can color it in and doodle in it at the same time. The doodles on the cover include a doodle prompt from each month, so it's really a random mixture of improvised doodles. I just wanted to go at it and make it very organic, very playful, and the covers are primarily hand-drawn and then scanned into the computer. I'm still really new to the Wacom tablet. I can never say that right. I'm kind of at a weird point where I'm like, I want to use it, but I'm not comfortable as much as I am with drawing things. I feel like I have more control when I hand draw things. My hand muscles are getting a little bit more used to it because I'm using it more, but I'm still just not quite there. For the patterns and doodles I made in the book, I primarily used Posca pens, which I just started using this year, and I really like paint pens, especially pens that are opaque. So I really wanted to try them out and I have fallen in love with them. I've already gone through 2 black and white ones, so I had to order more, and I'm using the thinnest tip, but they also make a thicker one, and I haven't tried that out yet, but I really like the thin tips so far, and they are so opaque that you can draw with a darker marker and then go over it with a lighter, and then it dries pretty quickly so I can go back over it with the black pen again. I originally ordered them in a pack of basic colors, but they also make a pastel version, and I just really like them and I want all of their pens now because I'm a pen addict. The only thing that I found that has bothered me with them is when I draw curves, sometimes the felt tip scratches on the paper I use and it makes these like splats of ink, which sometimes looks cool and handmade and organic, but other times I don't want that to happen. So maybe it's just the paper I'm using, maybe it's too rough. And since I love opaque pens, I've been thinking of making a video that goes over all my top favorite opaque pens and markers. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments. And when I started doing this, I thought, oh yeah, I can make like 365 prompts, no problem. And then when I got to like 6 months, I was like, I cannot think of any more prompts. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. It was a lot easier to organize all of these in a spreadsheet so I can search if I did a prompt already in a month. And the book is going to be top bound with a coil binding, so I didn't want the metal coil binding to be in the way of your hand, whether you're a lefty or righty. So it's on the top and it flips around like a calendar does. And the final size of this book is going to be 9 by 9 inches. I included some scribble test pages because whenever I'm doodling these monthly prompts or these monthly sheets that I do on YouTube, I found myself always scribbling and testing my pens out on a separate piece of paper. So I thought it would be fun to include a scribble test page inside this book. So if you guys do that too, it's there and you don't have to grab a separate piece of paper. It's all in the same book. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with these printouts I'm mentioning, I have a whole playlist full of doodle challenges and you can check that out. I'll put that in a card up here and also link it in the description below. Those are always going to be free for you to download, print out, and doodle away on. And this book is just going to be a place where you can do all months through the year all in one book. It is so hot and humid out right now. It's like 108, but it's really humid and it's miserable. And I've been using these neck wraps. You soak them in water and then you can put them in the refrigerator and put them around your neck, and it feels so nice, especially when it's hot. And I've just wrapped them around my head sometimes while I'm working for some relief. It's cool in here because we have air conditioning, but it's still really hot out, and Kona likes to go outside too, so I put one on her too. I got some Rosie Riveter vibes going on right now. So my goal was to have this book ready to send to print, and I think I'm at a good point now where I can finalize it. I'm going to share a sneak peek of what it looks like on my Patreon. And if you're not following me on Patreon, it is free. You don't have to pledge anything to follow me on there. So definitely go and hit that follow button. And of course, if you want to pledge on my Patreon, I am ever so grateful. Thank you so much. And I have officially been on Patreon for 6 months now. Yay! Sorry if I'm like overly Patreoning this thing. So far, I've really enjoyed being on there. It's just a nice support system and supportive place to go to as a creator. It's also nice to be somewhat fan funded. So you guys know YouTubers make money from ads and sponsorships on YouTube, but when you start getting funded by fans, the dynamic kind of changes. You're doing work for them versus what's going to be popular on YouTube or what is the algorithm going to pick up. So it's just a different dynamic, and I really enjoy having that for this channel. Currently on my Patreon, I only have 3 tiers. Now that the doodle book is no longer a perk, I've been trying to think of ways to add more perks that are more interesting to you guys. So right now the ideas that I keep coming back to are postcards or stickers or mini doodle books. There's so many possibilities, but overall I don't want the rewards that you get every month to be the time-consuming thing, because really you guys are supporting my efforts to put something up every week, and whatever you get is kind of like a side perk. Obviously anything that can be provided digitally might be easier. If you guys have any ideas on stuff that you would want to become a patron to get, please let me know. I'll put a poll up here or leave a comment below what would entice you to become a heysealemon patron. It's a good look, right? So if you guys liked this sort of studio vlog, let me know in the comments. Maybe if I do another one, maybe I'll do like a Q&A. Are there any questions you guys would like me to answer? Again, don't forget to follow me on Patreon if you want updates on the doodle book and where it's at. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I post different type of content than this. If this is the first video you're watching of mine, go check out my channel. I have a lot of videos on my channel. If you want to see more studio vlogs like this, hit the like button to let me know that you liked it, and if you didn't, that's okay too. I'll be back to my regular scheduled type of video on Monday. Monday is Sea Lemon Day. Look out for that. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell. You guys know what to do, all that fun stuff. Follow me on my social links if you aren't already, because I post updates on there as well. You can check out more videos right here, and I will put those in the description below. Be sure to subscribe on the button over here. If you are also in the heat of summer, I hope you are staying cool as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!